So stop with this conspiracy theory about the refs. The only thing you can say about NFL referees on a consistent basis is that they're awful. They're awful. That's it. They're not for one side. They're not for the other side. They're just on the side of being really, really bad at their jobs. And I'll tell you a couple stories about that. I'm not going to tell you the name of this guy, but I once was sitting with a former NFL referee who, for a time, worked with one of the networks as their official guy in the booth. And he said to me, he said, Trey, when I was refereeing, I thought that we did an amazing job as referees. And then I started watching the way fans and you watch the game, and I thought to myself, we are terrible at this. So they know it. They acknowledge it because they're at a handicap. The referees see the game on a linear level. On a linear level. They're on the field. They see it this way. You, me, the coaching staff watching film, every fan watching at home. We see the game on a digital level, 360 degrees from every possible angle. They don't see that. That's why the expedited review has been coming in more and more, because the NFL realizes we are really handicapping these guys with the way they see the game as opposed to the way players and fans and coaches see the game. It's completely different. You also remember a few years ago that incredible non-call in the NFC Championship game between the Rams and the Saints. And there was a massive, obvious pass interference call. The next year, I was flying back from doing something for ESPN in LA, and I was sitting next to this guy. He goes, no, I work for the NFL. I said, oh, what do you do? I said, I'm a referee. And I said, let me ask you a question. About that pass interference that wasn't called in the NFC Championship game between the Rams and the Saints. And he sort of put his head down and shook, and he said, I was the side judge in that game. None of us saw it. None of us thought it was pass interference. They're handicapped. The NFL refs are handicapped by the way they have to watch the game and by the way we actually see the game. It was the most obvious pass interference call you will ever see, and not a single member of that crew thought it was pass interference because they're seeing it this way and we're seeing it this way. So get rid of the conspiracy theories for the referees. They are handicapped